Happy birthday, Freddie. I hope you have many, many more ahead of you. Healthy, happy ones. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.
Are you kidding me? Go.
No, I'm not ready. Hey Fred, hi. Micah asked me if I'd share some memories for your birthday. And happy birthday, by the way. But I've got a whole list here, which I can't read because I don't have my glasses on. Anyway, there's several. I guess starting with when I was 8, and I had my eye operated on, and you brought me a little bear with a patch over the dude's little eye. And then every time you went on a trip, you brought me back stuffed animals. I guess what I mostly remember is you always scaring the shit out of me. Basically, laying in bed at night when Mom and Dad would send us upstairs, and you'd take a coat hanger and go up and down the blinds, and then Dad would have to come up and yell at both of us. And then when we went fishing with Dad, I remember you swinging your fishing pole around and the hook went in my thumb. I think that's the last time Dad ever took us fishing. And I always enjoyed watching you play sports, except I always had the job of cleaning out the mud and cleaning your cleats and polishing them up for you. Let's see. I gotta look to my list. I guess the biggie was when you trusted me with your 57 Thunderbird when you went to play ball. And I accidentally hit the garage door with it. I think I lied about that one for a long time. Anyway, there's lots of memories. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a great birthday. And I hope to see you this summer. All right, love you. Happy birthday.
Hey Fred, happy birthday. I hope you and your family are having a fun time celebrating your 75th birthday. Micah asked if I'd like to share a few memories from the past. It's a long time ago, trying to remember, but there were some really good times we had back at Fenwick, the old South. But I guess the things you remember most really are your teammates and your classmates, coaches, Butch and Harkey. But teammates, Jake's one of a kind. Bobby Schwab, Pat Graham, Mike Herr, Joe Hornback, Bill Bluss in basketball. I still remember Bluss jumping off the tanks, dunking the ball down at National Guard Armory. I think I forgot Robert Beck. You cannot forget Robert Beck. Anyway, it's those kind of memories, the special times that we had back then, and it goes back to our teammates and our friends. I hope you and your family have a great day and a whole lot of birthdays to follow. Happy birthday, Fred.
Hey, Fred, Kim and I like to wish you a happy 75th birthday, and I do want to apologize for a few things. All those bars I was in for the last 40 years, I've been using the name of Nori instead of Scorty, so I hope they haven't been calling you. And I do want to return 2 sweaters that I borrowed to date Betty Sue about 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Other than that, buddy, I hope you have a good 75th, and just stay the way you always been. Take care, buddy.
Hey Fred, it's me, Rob. Just want to wish you a happy birthday. All we went through growing up, I didn't think we'd live till 75, but here we are. Congratulations. You can blame this video on Micah. He's the one that called yesterday crying, saying, please get me a video of Fred. So you can blame it on him. We got a lot of great memories, and some I don't want to talk about, but one I do want to talk about is, I remember this every year when my dad owned the Pontiac agency in Middletown, and he wanted me to get 5 guys to go down to Cincinnati to get 5 brand new Pontiacs. And he said, make sure you tell them don't go over 60 miles an hour for the first 200 miles on these new cars. So I got 5 more guys, and yeah, Fred was one of them. And we went down to Cincinnati and got the new cars, and I told them don't go over 60 miles an hour. So I was in the right lane leading everybody, And man, first thing I knew, here come this brand new Pontiac going by me in the middle lane doing 90 mile an hour. Guess who it was? Yeah, you guessed it. It was Fred. And next thing I know, here comes 4 more brand new Pontiacs chasing him. So I got in line and had to chase them blowing the horn. When we got to the Pontiac agency, we pulled up and all 5 cars were smoking. Needless to say, Fred never drove another Pontiac. Happy birthday, Fred.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy. Have a good birthday today, or tomorrow, or Wednesday, I should say, or all week. Just enjoy it all week long, and I hope you're having a good one, and I hope we can do this again. About another 20 years, I'll send you another message. I'm down here in beautiful Florida, but we had tornado warnings all day today, rained all day. That's all right. I hope you get down and enjoy me next year. Come down for a couple weeks to stay, and anyway, have a good birthday. And I want to thank you for being a good friend all these years. Take care, buddy.
All right, take 37. We just got back from Bay Hill, had a great round out there. Said hi to everybody for you, Fred. I want to wish you a happy 80th birthday. I want to talk to the grandchildren first to make them understand that I was responsible for you marrying Sandy. I met her at a special chemistry lab test up in a seminar up in Indianapolis. Knew she was the one for you. Introduced you, and the family, of course, has taken off since then. Now, talk to you about baseball. I think we played against each other a little bit in American Legion. Had fun playing in Dayton with you, and of course old Mike Schmidt. And then IU. My God, the stuff at IU. Even though I was younger than you, I became your mentor, because not only did I give you the right nutrition, also I kept you on time at practice. I got you to class on time, and more importantly, I drove you at least 3 or 4 times a week down to St. Chuck's Catholic Cathedral, Monastery, whatever it was. All I know is you went to church all the time. And a lot of good it did you. I was proud of you for that. Baseball, I only got one story. I was a naive sophomore on my way with you guys to Lackland Air Force Base for spring break. Played a few games down there, got acclimated to the weather and everything. And lo and behold, you said, let's go to the NCO club. And I said, fine. I figure being naive as I was, I'd meet some colonels in the Air Force, and maybe they would set it up. I could start off as a captain or something like that, and hop into a jet. Lo and behold, they served alcoholic beverages. You, Rick Nash, and those guys would guzzle them down, and I tentatively had one, and out of the corner of my eye, I see Ernie Andres coming in the building. I hit the floor, went under 2 tables of people, on my knees, scrambled across the dance floor, and ran 1.5 miles home, back to the barracks. You guys finally showed up later. I was totally in the clear, innocent, had everything covered until you said, Keys, you ought to fess up. I did, and I ran until my tongue fell out the next day. It was your fault, and I'm glad I did what I did for you, but that's all I can tell you. You were not a good leader for me. I'm glad I was your mentor to keep you on the straight and narrow. And again, I want to wish you a happy 80th birthday.
Well done!
There he goes. Well, here, I'll just do it.
Fred, we just sang Take You Out to the Ball Game. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Fred.
Happy birthday from Kay.
Happy birthday.
And happy birthday from me.
Hey Fred, hey, happy birthday from beautiful Owensboro, Kentucky. We're having some great weather today. It's about 43 degrees, snow flurries, and overcast. Just great day for an IU baseball game. Hey, I want to thank you for all the nice things you did for me at IU when I was hoping to follow in your and Rick's footsteps. I remember the day I was in your dorm room, I think it was my sophomore year, and you let me know that if I didn't transfer from the business school into the hyper school, that my butt was going to be going home. So that was great advice. I took your advice, and it worked out well for me. Hey, a lot of people think that you're just a lucky guy, but actually, you've actually been blessed. You've been blessed with good looks. What I meant to say was you've been blessed with great athletic ability, a beautiful wife, a wonderful family. You had a great career, and in addition, you were able to follow your baseball dreams as well. So I want to wish you a very happy birthday. I love you, and hope you have many more.
Hey Fred, happy birthday. It's Nancy. I just want to wish you a happy birthday along with Bobby. Hope you have a great day, and hope we get to spend some more time with you and Sandy in the future. Happy birthday.
Good evening, Fred. I understand it's 2 days before your big birthday coming up. And I wanted to tell you that I met you in 1963, 55 years ago, and we have remained friends all this time. Our families have grown up together, went to school together, especially college. And when I came here, we both lived in the same foster quadrangle. And as you know, I played football and you played baseball, and you were one terrific baseball player. We supported each other, going to your games, you coming to our football games. We were all Big Ten, got drafted by the Mets. When I first met you, you were really quiet, reserved, very religious. You went to church every day and never swore. I had a hard time saying that with a straight face, Fred. But as the years went by, you certainly probably changed a little bit. And one of the incidents that happened is when we were going to church at St. Charles, and you went up to communion, and you said something to the priest, and the priest asked you if you were Catholic. I don't know what you said to him, but he did give you the host, so you must have convinced him that you were Catholic. Your coaching has been unbelievable when you finished playing, helping many schools, Xavier, Cincinnati, Arizona State, Indiana University called on you to come over here and work with our hitters, and enjoyed watching you coach and see the intensity back at IU baseball. About a month ago, you asked me to attend a clinic. You were giving hitting instructions to the IU baseball team this year. And so I went with you, and I certainly enjoyed your hour speech. You told them about the too many strikeouts. You said the F-bomb 48 times in an hour, and it must have worked because the IU baseball team is 28-6 and ranked 9th in the country. So, my friend, my brother, I love you. You take care of yourself, and I want to give this when we're 100, another video. Take care.
Hello, Freddie. It's your friend Joy here, wishing you a happy 75th birthday. Hard to believe that you are 75 years old. Seriously. The first time I heard Fred Nori was when Harold came home from an Ohio State game and told me that he had met you over there with your family, Saint Sandy, and your 4 beautiful children with the most beautiful names. And that's what I remember as my first encounter with Fred Nori. And of course it was true. You are married to a saint, and you do have 4 beautiful children, and now beautiful grandchildren as well. whom you dearly, dearly love. And they dearly love you, which is kind of amazing, really. Anyway, the things that I think about when I think about you would be, you never learned the word hello. Right. I've never heard you say hello. Messages left on the answering machine go right into the subject. And I'm not allowed to erase those until everyone has heard them at least twice. That's how amusing you truly are. So I comply, and I make sure everybody hears your messages and everybody's satisfied then. So that's one thing. And let's see, beautiful sweaters, Italian shoes, no socks, smoothies and granola before they were the thing to do. That was you, Fred. Definitely you. Don't think you've ever seen the last part of a mass. Don't think. Maybe weddings. Maybe weddings. Yeah, weddings. But I think you're probably eating your breakfast when Father is giving the last blessing at the mass. I think you're home already eating your breakfast. But that's you. That's definitely you, Fred. But you are, in my estimation, a completely devoted and loving family member. Love your family like no other. Loyal to your friends like no other. And to the Blessed Virgin. Yes, the Blessed Virgin. Yes, she's a special part of your life. And we know that. And I think that's wonderful and admirable. Absolutely. No question about it. And when God made you, Fred, he broke the mold, and you are like no other, and we wouldn't have you any other way. We love you dearly, and you are precious to our entire family, and we want to wish you the happiest birthday ever, and we pray that you have 75 more. So you take care, and we will see you soon.
Hi, Coach. This is Marty Jr. I just wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. I've always loved your family. Always looked up to you, Micah, the whole bunch. So, now that I think about it, I think if I'd have been born in Norrie, I'd probably be in the NBA or the NFL or somewhere really cool. But, we all know who raised me, so I guess I did the best I could. I love you. Love your family. Have a great birthday and a great day, and hope to see you soon.
Hey, Coach. Wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and just thank you for everything you did in coaching and everything. Thank you. Take care.
So I was asked to share a couple stories, Fred's stories, about how you shaped me as a person or a player, coach, whatever. So if I told most of the stories, you'd be 175 by the time I was done. But anyway, I picked a few, and I guess the best place to start would probably be when I think I was about 10 years old, and Brady and Micah and I were in the basement playing basketball, and the first thing I learned from you, Fred, was words, and they were 4-letter words. And man, I learned some words that day that I'd never heard before, and I actually thought there was a fight going on upstairs. And I asked Mike, I said, "Man, what's going on? Is everything all right?" And he said, "Yeah, it's no big deal, Dad's just watching Indiana basketball game." So I learned a lot of words that day, Fred, and I also learned that I shouldn't say them until I got older. But that was a first for me. That same year, you also coached Brady and I in the All-Star team, and I think we were over in a Madison tournament maybe, and beating the crap out of some team, and you told me to go ahead and turn around and hit left-handed in a game. And when we were playing stickball in the cul-de-sac or wiffle ball, whatever, we all switch hit, but we didn't do it in games. And you told me, "Say, man, go hit left-handed." And I actually got a hit, and that was probably the reason I continued on and switch hit throughout my career, which led me to a pretty good high school career and getting to play in the next level in some college ball. And, and probably the next thing where you helped me out, I had the opportunity to go to Durham and play, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to go. I was struggling at the plate a little bit, and I'd hurt my arm and just wasn't sure. So, we did what we always do. We went in the backyard, and you worked with me in the cage. And, like normal, 5-10 minutes, and you had my swing fixed, and pretty confident there. But I still wasn't sure if I was going to go or not because of my arm. And until you asked me, what position I was going to play down there, and I said I'm going to play second base. And I think your exact words were, "Get your ass in your car. You can kick that son of a bitch over there from second base." Long story short, I ended up going to Durham. Had probably the best summer of my life. Had so much fun playing down there, and all because 5 minutes in the cage and a couple cuss words from Fred, and that was it. And then and it didn't stop there. Even after I was done playing, and I thought I wanted to be a coach, and I started coaching and coached at Wright State for a few years, and got done there, and just kind of thought I was done with it until I get a phone call from Fred one day, which starts like all the other phone calls, which was, "What the hell you doing?" And I said, "Nothing, man. I'm just kind of not doing anything." And you said, "Good, because you got an interview next Tuesday with Crecky at Fenwick for the head baseball job there." And I really had no interest or even thought about being a head coach until that, and interviewed, and good things turned out, and ended up coaching for 10 years. And I get weekly or every couple of weeks you'd call me and tell me about what player, and I remember you telling me when I was coaching against Schwarber, and you told me they got a good freshman catcher, don't throw him a fastball. So we threw him a fastball, and he hit it about 460 feet. And anyway, man, I just want to tell you I'm so glad that I got to grow up with Brady and Micah and be around you and Sandy and Emmy Denier and everyone, and had so much fun. Had a great childhood, and happy birthday, brother. I love you, and can't wait to see you.
Happy birthday. It was nice riding with you to all the boys' games. I'm glad you let me out of the handicap van before you took the roof off of Wendy's when you was getting your Frosty. Also got to thank you for getting kicked out every time we played and coming over and apologizing to my kids. You really made me look like a nice guy. Most importantly, though, it's of all your great accomplishments, having a great wife and raising a great family is good. You got to be the most proud of that. And I'd like to tell you, make sure you thank your teammate Satchel Paige. Be like him and don't look back, because somebody might be gaining on you. Happy birthday, man.
Hey, Coach, it's BJ Hunter. I hope you're doing well. I hear there's a big birthday up there this week. Happy 75th. That's wonderful to hear. Micah was kind enough to reach out to me so I can send you a message. And he asked if I had any Fred Norris stories, and I've got plenty. I mean, we spent a lot of time together and cherish every moment. My brother and I have a favorite, when I was a senior and he was a freshman riding the pine, and one game I booted all kinds of ground balls, and you got tired of it, and you looked at Brian and said, "Go in for your brother." And he came in, and I was hot, but we laugh at. Anyways, really learned a ton and cherish those moments, pass a lot of that on to my kids. So, again, I want to wish you the happiest of birthdays and good health and plenty of time with your family. Happy birthday, Coach.
Coach, happy birthday. 75 years old. Holy cow. Who would have thunk that? I know you're going to have a great day, special day around your family and all those damn grandkids. But happy birthday. You deserve it. I'm very blessed and fortunate to have been a part of a lot of those years, building a special relationship that I feel I hold very close to my heart. Our friendship and relationship over these years have done nothing but grow stronger, especially that just through sport, and that my relationship too growing up inside of your home. Your house to me was home away from home. I was very fortunate, I think, to learn a lot more lessons in life under your roof than most. So for that, I appreciate accepting me, taking me by the ear a time or two, towing me up when you had to, all those station wagon rides to and from practices, all those CYO baseball and basketball games. Not one I'll ever forget. All those trophies, first place trophies, championship trophies. We didn't settle for second. Growing up playing baseball, little kids today now know the seventh inning stretch is always followed by the God Bless America. Back in our CYO days, Micah, myself, we all knew the seventh inning stretch was just a seventh inning intermission for you and Jake Clark to kind of settle up some dust with some of the other adults at home plate. Just for what it was worth, I felt like you always protected us and had our back, and you coached the game the right way. I can only hope to be half that coach you were to me and all those other young guys that were a part of that ride. I know for 75 years you've impacted a lot of men in the way you've done things and the way you've coached. A lot of lives you touched, a lot of lives you've impacted, and to me it's not all of, I could sit here for an hour, 2 hours telling stories, some explicit, some heartfelt, but it ain't all about the trophies. To me it's about those phone calls every week that you've made to me along my journey as a coach, that don't go unnoticed. Very much appreciated, just to know that you cared about me as I went through my profession and my ups and downs as a coach. There was that time when I was getting ready to leave Bishop Fenwick, and I made 2 phone calls. I made a phone call to my dad, and I made a phone call to you. Just for the simple fact that you 2 men are the most important men of my life. So I appreciate our friendship. You've meant a lot to me in my time growing up. I love you for that. Always will. 75 years young. Thank you for everything you've done, all the lessons you've taught me. Love you, Coach.
Hey, happy birthday, Uncle Fred. Hope you're having a great day so far. It's really hard to pick one story to tell, and there's so many great ones. But one of the kind of smaller stories that I was thinking about the other day and love every time I think about it is we were on that cruise, and we were all playing cards, and you probably had the worst run of cards that you've ever had in your life, and I think you lost every game that we played. And of course, the loser of each game had to buy a round of drinks. And so I laugh when I think about that the one guy on the whole boat that didn't drink probably had the biggest bar tab. So I know that in life it's been rare when you've lost, but appreciate you being a good sport on that one. But more important than any of the stories, really appreciate everything over the years you've done for me and for us, and that you do for all of us. Look forward to celebrating this next year and many more years of your life. Happy birthday, and have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Fred, from the Jordans and the Mazzarellis. When I think back about you and all the memories, the thing that comes to mind the most is how big of a role you played in my ability to attend Indiana University. I know you always downplay it, but I know I wouldn't have been there without you, and that triggered so many other great things in my life. After that, Laura stalked me and followed me to Indiana, and then her brother and sister came there, and now Allison's at Indiana. And so we always, when we get together, we talk about you and have a great time laughing about some of the quirky, funny things that you do. The other thing that I think of when I think of you is how many young people, especially young athletes, you were a role model for, and you were just a great influence on so many people, especially youngsters. And I think I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of those people today when I say thank you for that. Most athletes that make it to college level have somebody, usually more than one, but somebody like yourself that helps them to get there. And I know you've done that with a lot of people, so thank you on behalf of everyone. But once again, from the Muzzarellis and the Jordans, happy birthday. I know that Ray is up there looking down. He's smiling. He's happy today. I know how much you meant to him, so thanks for everything.
Hi, Fred. This is you. Want to wish you a happy 75th birthday. It's also your number 7 hitter in the lineup. Remember, I'm the guy who set the record for most sacrifice bunts in a career. Put more runners in scoring position for you. Hey, again, just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, and as you can see in this video, I've developed a lot of gray hair since the last time you saw me. Could you please send me that bottle of Just for Men that you've used all these years? Hey, have a great day.
Happy birthday, you old fart. Hey, you turned 75 before I did, haha. Have a good one, love you, man.
Hey Fred, this is Frank Nemsick, wishing you a happy birthday, many more happy years to come.
Hey Fred, Jeff Hamilton, happy birthday. You're a hell of a coach, big boy. Take care.
Yep. Hey Fred Nori, this is Mick Roberts. I want to wish you a happy 75th birthday. I want to just tell you how much you guys meant to us, you and Harkey and Schwab and Jester. And I also want to tell your son Micah, does this room look familiar to you? If it does, hit the floor and give me 50, buddy. Happy birthday, Fred. Thanks.
Fred, hey, Johnny, Sherry, Jacob, wishing you a happy birthday. 75 years old, man.
Happy birthday, Fred.
Happy birthday.
It's been a long time, man. I know things are well. I know you're a hell of a man, good coach, good dad, good husband, and more importantly, a good grandpa. Hope you have a great day, man.
Love you.
See you, Fred.
What the hell you doing?
Hello, Fred. Happy birthday. When I got the text from Micah, I was doing some steps in the building where I work and immediately brought to mind those step-ups in the gym that you had us do for baseball spring training. The pain you put us through certainly served us well. Lots of memories from that time. Beating Monroe, my senior year in football, I distinctly remember you running out onto the field to congratulate us. And of course, I'm standing on third base in the regional finals, and we're down by 1. I think it's the bottom of the 4th inning, and you give the sign for the straight steal, and our bench erupts. The other team knows what's going on. They're now holding me on third, and you still send me. Gutsy call. Gutsy call. Anyway, high school was a blast. I learned a lot of things that have served me well, and you were a big part of that. Thanks. So I hope you have a good day. I know you're 75, but I still would not want to challenge you in the 100 meters. I'm sure I would get smoked. Hope to see you around Middletown sometime. Love you, man. Take care.
Hey, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday and many more to come with good health. I was sitting here thinking about in the past and being at Grandma and Grandpa's and you being there and taking me to your baseball games with you. And I'll never forget the time where we were at, but we were in the Thunderbird and the top was down and that dude threw that hamburger, landed on the dashboard. And I can still see that today. And then, through high school playing football was, probably one of the best times of my life, especially being on a winning team and the guys that we played with. And even though freshman year, you busting that clipboard over Jack Totten's head at halftime. But, no, and then moving up through there and we worked together and just, I appreciate you being there and you've always been part of my life and you know, I knew if there was something I needed to talk about, I could always call you, and you know, always felt better after that. But man, I really just wanted to say thanks for everything you've done. You've always been there for me, and like I said, a big part of my life, and love you, man. Happy birthday.
Fred, happy 75th birthday, man. I can't believe you're 75, because if you're 75, that makes me 66, and shit, I don't look that old. So anyway, when Micah called me and asked me to put together a video, man, I just remember all the memories of me as a kid and just thinking back throughout the years. And in fact, one of those memories that always sticks in my head is that, you know, I remember, you know, sophomore year in high school, and you were my basketball coach, and damn it, you gave me so much freaking verbal abuse, man. I haven't picked up freaking basketball since I was a sophomore in high school. I quit the game. I haven't touched a basketball since then. Holy shit. So I'm thinking about this. Wait. Micah told me I was only supposed to talk about happy shit. So, yeah, I have memories, man. It's just unbelievable, great memories of a kid. Just being a kid and being at the store and just, you know, believe it or not, you know, when you used to come home with your high school friends and your college friends, and I would be there just to hang around. Great memories of when you would take me over to watch you play baseball and pick me up in that convertible T-Bird and drive around in it. Memories of going over to Indiana and Sandy picking me up and taking me over to watch you play at Bald, Indiana. And just like all the players that you inspired and coached throughout the years, you did the same for me. The only difference is that I was family. And whenever your name came up, I was always proud to tell everybody that you were my uncle. Thank you for all those memories. Thank you for your influence and motivation throughout the years. You helped make me who I am today. Happy 75th birthday, Fred. Many, many more. Love you.
Dear Fred, first of all, I just want to wish you a happy birthday and tell you how much I love you. You've been my best friend for a long, long time. You've helped me through a lot of things. And I want you to know that you've been one of my greatest friends and mentors in my whole life. I know we have to go quickly. You got a lot of people who want to say hi. So I just have one quick story. It goes back to probably the greatest day of my high school career. And that's the day that we won the state championship baseball game. If you remember, we were up by a couple of runs. It was the seventh inning. They had a couple men on, but there were 2 outs. And so it was a reasonably good lead with a good pitcher on the mound. And the kid hit the ball, and it basically was a routine fly to center field. And I got so excited, and I ran up on it and realized at the last second that I went too far. And I literally dove backwards and caught the ball. Well, the game was over. We won the state championship, and Eugene Lawley ran over to me, and we were just, as they said in the newspaper, we were frolicking around like little deer in the outfield. And Eugene wanted to head back into the dugout, where there was a lot of commotion too. And I was a little worried. And so I ran in, and I'll never forget this as long as I live. You looked me dead in the eye, and you said, "Martin, if you'd have dropped that ball, I'd have killed you." Now, I'm not so sure you probably would have killed me, although at 61, I'm still really not sure. But I know that look in your eye, and I'm very, very thankful that I caught that ball. Fred, you've meant a lot to me in my life, and I love you very much. On a side note, your birthday on April the 18th was the same as my mother's birthday, which makes me very, very happy. And if it makes you feel any better, we're celebrating my father's 90th birthday on May the 19th. So you got a lot of years to go, and I know you'll do great. I love you, Fred. Happy birthday.
Fred, happy birthday. Micah's been trying to work with me to help me get through, figure out how to do this thing. So hopefully it goes through this time. Hopefully you have a great day, and we need to play golf pretty soon. And we were talking about some stories and some different things. I can't go into most of them because I really can't tell the story without if the kids are going to be in a room, because the language might get a little salty here or there. But go back a long way, and hopefully you have you have a great family, and I always considered you part of our family. So, hopefully you have a great day, have a great birthday, and we will get together and play golf soon, I hope. Take care. Bye.
For every time I fell and blame somebody else, I give a ton of money to the ones I hurt, and I'd still be sitting pretty well. I spent years losing touch with what's right and what's real, caught up in these missions of my own. And you're telling me you think I've done so damn well, while we're sitting here 1,000 miles from home. There's a hole in your wisdom, a hole in your sky, 2 holes in your head with a bunch of folks to get by. Time to rock and roll, time to get control, time to search my soul and start again.
No one else started their video off with Bob Seger, I guarantee you that. Hey, happy birthday. I was asked to say a few words, but then I thought I'm not going to be able to make it through without crying, and then I thought, well, maybe that's okay, because the only person who cries more than me is probably Coach. So, anyway, happy birthday. Love you, man. Hope to see you soon. Take care.
Hey, Freddie, happy birthday. Hope you're having a great day with family and friends and they're not giving you too much grief, but I know how that crew rolls, so hang in there. When Micah reached out and let me know it was your birthday, it really meant a lot to me. You and your family are so special to me, and I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for me over the years, man. I'm truly grateful. You were hands down my favorite coach, my best coach, and the way that you handled business and treated me on and off the field, the way you handled yourself on and off the field, I'll never forget. And your just overall knowledge and the way that you treated us is, I feel like it's truly a lost art in a lot of ways. I think the world definitely needs more Fred Norais, especially if you have any intention on playing sports. So I wasn't even that good, and I know because of you, I made it farther than I ever would have otherwise. So I like I said, I'm forever grateful for that. And it was some of the best times, the most fun I've ever had in my life were being a part of your baseball teams, man. It's I look back on it, man, and it's tough. They were so fun. It's just I have so many stories. I have so many experiences. Not trying to get all cheesy or emotional on you, but they were truly it was really a fun time of my life, and looking back on it, being able to experience it with Brady, and the times you brought Micah down to help out, even means more now. So just thanks for everything. You're truly a great dad, a great husband, a great grandfather, just a great person, and I'm forever grateful, and I love you, Fred. Have a great birthday, man.
Fred, want to wish you a happy 75th birthday. I know our families have shared a lot of great memories together, and most recent, obviously, you working with Tracy, but my best memories go back 30 years ago when you were the assistant coach / psychologist for Middletown Midi basketball. Can't thank you enough for getting me back on the team multiple times. Butch obviously didn't agree with some of my shot selection, but you always seemed to have my back. So I'll never forget those days, specifically after Richmond. I thought it was a good shot. I know we were up 1 and there's 30 seconds to go with no shot clock, but hey, up 4 would have been better than up 1. But most importantly, you have my back with Coach Carter, got me back on the team, and can't thank you enough for that. Have a great birthday. We love you. Look forward to seeing you soon. And again, enjoy your 75th. Take care.
Fred Noron, Jason Carter Tisdale. I want to say happy birthday, my friend. Happy 75th birthday. A lot of people don't know the story, but I became a 62% free throw shooter because you changed my shot. Before you changed my shot, I was a 73% free throw shooter. I played a 40 and over league, and today I still miss free throws. So just know, Fred, that you are always with me. Always. In the end, I just want you to know that in the gym, you were always the smallest guy. You're always the loudest guy, but you were always the guy with the biggest heart. And I just want to say, happy 25th birthday, young man. I love you, and I hope to see you soon. Love you, Fred Noron. Peace.
Coach, this is Greg here. I just wanted to say a few things to you that are deserving. First, I just wanted to say happy 75th birthday. You are a blessing to your family as well as many of us who had the opportunity to be coached by you. You did so much for me in terms of teaching me different things and helping me to mature. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. Again, you are a blessing to your family and to those of us who played up under you. I thank you, from the bottom of my heart for your leadership. And I probably wouldn't have moved to the places that I moved had it not been for your contribution to my life. So I just wanted to say thank you again for that. I just want to say God bless you and your family. You all have always treated me with love, and I appreciate that. And it's a saying that says that you should give people that you love their flowers while they're alive. And I just wanted to share that with you and let you know if there's anything that you ever need from me. I'm available for you and your family. And I wish blessings on your family. Everybody in your family are just sweet people. And Micah he reached out to me, and I thank him for doing that because these comments are overdue. I know that you probably know that how I feel about you, but it's always good to say. And so God bless you. May the Lord give you longevity. May he touch your life. May he give you those things that you desire. And keep doing what you're doing. And I just wanted to let you know I appreciate you so much. All right, you take care of yourself. And if there's anything that you need, give me a holler. You got my number. And thank you again, Micah, for reaching out. All right. God bless.
Your body.
Oh, okay.
Half your body.
Okay, Freddie, congratulations on your 80th birthday. And hope you have 80 more. Micah told me to get dressed for this, so I did dress up. I hope you appreciate that. And a couple of things I want you to recall. Teaching 5 hours of ping pong a day for a whole winter. Then once we moved outside, it was 5 hours of tennis. You played. You should, well, a couple things. Lewis Hill, if you recall, was bringing a group of people out of the building, the front of the building, and
the first thing you was run, you dumb son of a bitch. And Lewis just swung the whole group, said, let's go to the auditorium. And one more thing, never, ever should you be allowed to touch any equipment that has moving parts. If you recall, when you took your chainsaw down to the guy down in West Middletown, and he got it started for you, and you held it out the window while it was running all the way home. You should never, ever be allowed to touch any kind of equipment, anything. Anyway, happy birthday, bud. I'll talk to you.
Freddie! Happy 75th birthday, brother. Wanted to wish you a very special and happy birthday, and want to share some of my comments and wonderful times about you. And I can tell you, not only were you one of my absolute favorite coaches of all time, but you're actually one of my favorite people of all time as well. And we all knew from when you were assistant coach at Miami, when Freddie Nor I came to practice or to games, we knew it was going to be one, exciting, and two, a lot of fun. And so some of my fondest memories of us together, I would even say when you're coaching first base, and man, I got a single, I got on first base by an error, hit by pitch, a walk, whatever happened, I always felt significant because of what you said or the comments you made. So for that, I'm very appreciative. And I think I got two really special stories that stand out in my time with you. One, Tracy wanted you to coach secondary leads to all of us, and you'd get off and 2, 4, 5 feet, and someone else would do it and get off 8 feet. Somebody else would get off 10 feet. And I remember you got so annoyed one time, you showed us how to do it the right way. And you looked back at us and said, God damn, it's not that fucking hard. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 feet's all you need to do here. And we all made that kind of a motto for us, is no matter how far you go, you got to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 feet off that damn bag. So that's definitely a Freddie Nori line that we even still talk about 13 years later now. And the second one, we're facing a really good pitcher from Eastern Michigan who was a left-handed hitter. And before the game, I came up to you and said, hey, man, like, this guy's got some really good stuff. And you looked at me with a straight face and said, Canada, this guy's a fucking lefty. He's a queer. And I just think from that comment made me feel at ease and gave me the confidence in the world, man. So we love you. Have an awesome birthday, man. And really glad to be a part of this, buddy.
Hey, Freddie. I just want to wish you a happy 75th birthday. Brady told me you're turning 75, and I definitely felt that it was necessary to send you a short message, being that you were my favorite coach of all time. Being a coach myself now for my girls, I know all the hard work and dedication that goes into that. And, wherever our game might have been, you were there. So, and us as players needed you there because you were, the guy that could put everything at ease and just kind of tell us, hey, forget about it, man. Like, you're playing the game because you love it. I mean, and that's why we're going to be successful as a team. So, as a family man, you're definitely an inspiration. You and Sandy have done an amazing job raising your 2 boys and 2 girls. And it's just been a pleasure to be around you guys throughout the years. So I wish you many more years, my man. And I love you, brother. Happy birthday.
Hey, Freddie. I'm sitting here in a hotel in Muncie, Indiana, getting ready for Game 3 against Ball State. Wanted to take a minute and wish you a happy 75th birthday, man. I know I've been around you for a long time. You were coaching at Miami my freshman year, then you were back together my 5th year at Xavier. And then obviously ever since I've gotten into coaching, you've been an unbelievable mentor for me, and somebody that I respect as much as anybody in the world. And I know I still have so much to learn from you, but I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for me and my development as a baseball coach. You've been so important to me, and I couldn't say thank you enough. Happy 75th, man. I love you, and can't wait for a lot more memories with you.
Hey, Freddie. Happy 75th birthday. Hope it's a good one. I'm sure you're around family on that special day. Wanted to attach the number 75 to you and my relationship. I think I cry, get teary-eyed, get emotional at least 75 times a season. Things are going really well. It might be 75 times every couple weeks. The reason I'm sharing this with you is I think you're the only guy, all my time in baseball, you're the only guy that I can be in a dugout with and get emotional and teary-eyed with and still be a man. But I know you know baseball because both your boys can hit or could hit. And Dante better be able to hit too. Anyway, hope you have a good one. And appreciate your friendship and your mentorship in my life and my career. Happy birthday.
Happy 75th, Freddie. Hope you're doing good. So there's so many Freddie stories out there, from him getting kicked out of games to, all our good stuff back when he was coaching. I wanted to go with, had a couple favorites, wanted to go with one maybe a little bit more out of the way. I used to love when we went over to the Norris, which was all the time during college, go get a meal or hang out, sleep over or whatever. We'd go there and sometimes like Sunday afternoon or something, Hoosiers would be on and just be out in the background. We'd get towards the end of the game and Jimmy Chitwood would hit the shot. And of course, Freddie's seen the movie 17,000 times, but every time he had to ask what happened. And normally it was to me, Clark Mason always laughed at that. It was normally to me, he'd be like, Ice, what'd he do? Did he hit it? Did Jimmy hit it? No, he didn't. Shit. He can shoot, can't he? He didn't hit it. Did he hit it? He hit the shot, didn't he? God, that one boy can shoot. I always love that. Always loved it. Hope everything's going good. Miss you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Happy 75th birthday, Coach Norrie. Thank you for all that you've done for me. Thank you for trying to make me into a hitting bitch.
Happy 75th, Freddie. Man, it feels like just yesterday when Moeller beat you guys, you and Micah and Jonah Flowers in the regional finals to go to state. There's so many stories I could go over with you, but I don't want to take too much time. The big thing, I just want to thank you for all that you've done, all of our conversations, all of our talks, everything that you've done on the baseball field, life, and for my son. So happy birthday, Freddie. I love you. I hope you're not crying, which you probably are right now. All right, man. Happy 75th.
Freddie, just want to wish you a happy 75th birthday. I know we've known each other for quite a while now, and I feel like you've really helped me get to where I am today. Always a great sounding board, always some great perspective every time we talk. Go back a ways to the days of Micah coaching at IU and you being down the third base line talking trash to Doug Schreiber about whatever Doug Schreiber was doing to piss you off on any given day. But, I know you've helped me get to where I am, and I know you've helped a lot of different people get to where they are, and can't tell you how much we all appreciate what you do for us. So I hope you have a great birthday, and I look forward to talking with you again soon. Thanks.
Happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, Freddie Norrie. I want to thank you for all you've done for me and my family, being a great mentor. You mean a lot to me, Freddie. Got a lot of great memories, got a lot of great stories about you. Obviously got to keep it clean here on your birthday. But again, thanks so much. Looking forward to talking to you. Happy birthday, brother.
Hey, Freddie, I'd like to wish you a happy 75th birthday. There's nobody I loved working with more than you. We had a great time together here. I know your passion for baseball is like no one else, and your love of Indiana University. So just like to say happy birthday, and I love you.
Happy birthday, Fred.
Happy birthday, Fred.
Hope it's a good one.
Have a good one.
Happy birthday, Fred Norai. 75 years, man. Did a lot of good things. Seems like just yesterday I was in your living room watching Martin Lawrence with Micah, figuring out how late we can push it before we get back to Bloomington. You know, to hear you kind of push us on and keep us focused after dealing with Bob Morgan, you know, was always good stuff. You know, hearing you push me and really give me a lot of inspiration during that season I played for you with Midland. I don't know if you know how much it inspired me and how much I learned from you, but, you know, the words can't even express it. And then to have the opportunity to be around your boys, you know, for a number of years, it was great to have that extension of Fred Norai around me through those times. I know you've touched a lot of lives. You've touched mine a lot, more than you can know. And I wish you the best. I wish your family the best. And as always, if there's anything I could ever do for you, you know, I'm 100% right there. So, hey, enjoy your day. Enjoy the family. Hope to see you soon. Happy birthday.
Hey, Fred. Happy birthday. I was a little late in getting this video to Micah, so I'm in my car in Chicago, Schwarberville. I'm waiting to go to a board meeting in about an hour. So I thought I would do a quick video so that you have it by the time your birthday comes around. I am so grateful that God allowed our paths to cross. I so enjoy being with you and Sandy and your whole family. You guys are such a joy. What a blessing that God has given me to let our paths cross. You invited me into the IU baseball team to allow me to celebrate Mass. And as well, you invited me into the Arizona State program when I was out there. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate all that you've done for me. And I'm so happy that you're in good health on your 75th birthday. And my hope is that our paths cross again. So I wish you a happy birthday, and I'm going to try and impart a blessing on you through my phone. May Almighty God send His Holy Spirit upon you on your birthday and bless you with health throughout many years to come so you can enjoy your family and your profession of baseball, of which, in my mind, you are the best baseball coach ever. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. God bless you, and happy birthday, and many more.
All right, Fred. Just because you're turning 75 don't mean you lose your cool out there. You stay cool out there, and you keep swinging the hell out of it. And go get his ass. All right, Fred. Love you, man. Happy 75th birthday. Take care.
Hey, Fred. I want to wish you a happy 75th birthday. I want to thank you for everything you've done for me, the city of Middletown, and all these other kids that you made impact on throughout their baseball career and their lives. You have a special place in here, man. I love you, and happy 75th.
Hey Freddie, Colby here. Wishing you a happy 75th birthday, and you will always be one of my favorite coaches, and you were always there to lighten the mood, and I'll always remember you standing out with me at shortstop during scrimmages, telling me stories, and always asking me who the hitter is because you had no idea who it was ever. And so yeah, so I hope you have a great birthday and a great day, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Freddie. We miss you, man.
Happy birthday, Freddie. Hope you have a good birthday.
Happy birthday, Freddie, you old fart.
Happy birthday, Freddie. Hope you have fun with your family. We miss you. Hope to see you soon.
Freddie, happy birthday. 75 years young. Miss you. Hope all is well. I know you're enjoying being back, having the grandkids around and being around the family, but we definitely miss you out here in Arizona. Some of my best memories the last few years definitely take place either on bus trips or hanging out in the hotel rooms or airports, me and you whooping up on Bucky and Ben playing a little bit of pitch. But I am very grateful for the friendship we have, you always being there to talk baseball over the phone any time of the day. It definitely helps me grow as a person and as a member in the baseball family. But I just want to let you know how much we miss you, and I hope to see you soon, Fred, and enjoy your time with your family, and love you, Freddie. I appreciate everything you've ever done for me. You will never know how much it really, truly has meant to me. Happy birthday, Fred.
Fred, happy birthday from beautiful Tempe. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. And, you need to come back and visit sometime because I'm not coming to the snow. Anyway, all the best. Miss you.
Freddie, happy birthday, man. 75 years. Congratulations. Been a hell of a ride for you. I'm so lucky that I've been able to share parts of the last 5-10 years with you, man. I wish I could have been there for the first 65, but hope I'm there for many more birthdays. I just wanted to say a few things and thank you for a few life lessons that you've passed along to me, especially over the last few years that we've been together. I've cherished the time that we've spent together. I just can't thank you enough for who you are and some of the things that you've taught me. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you for how you taught me to calmly and respectfully disagree with an umpire. You taught me that there's many different ways to disagree, and you don't have to make it personal. You never did that, and so I think I've learned how to disagree with an umpire and a call on a field, and still continue to have a good relationship with those umpires for many years to come. So first off, thank you for that. Two, you taught me a whole new vocabulary. You used words in ways that I've never heard anyone use those same words. It's almost like you invented, your own Freddieisms of ways to make jokes about things. And so I want to say thank you. I want to say, the first time we ever met, we were in a dugout, and the first time we were in a dugout together, I struck out with runners at second and third and nobody out, and came back to the dugout, and Tracy's jumping my ass saying, all you got to do is move a baseball. And it's like, yeah, I know that. And then you came over and sat next to me on the bench, put your arm around me, and said, hey, you know what? Fuck him. He ain't, you cool, man. You cool? Fuck him. You cool? Just get him next time. And so, you taught me that it was okay to say fuck the head coach in the dugout, with him 5 feet away, which that's an interesting lesson that I didn't know assistant coaches could do. So, I now have some new perspective on that too. On a more serious note, I want to thank you for teaching me how the players don't care what you know until they know how much you care about them. I'm a better coach. I'm a better person because of the time I've spent with you and the way I've seen you interact with the players has made me a better coach. I see the impact that you had on players at Indiana and Arizona State, not because of, and you have some of the best knowledge of anyone that I've ever been around, but more so because of who you are and how you care about them as people first. I'm so fortunate to have been around you to learn that lesson, because I think that's bigger than X's and O's. That's bigger than anything else. Is, you taught me that, how you treat people matters more than what you're trying to do on a coaching level. So thank you for that. And fourth, and I think probably the most important lesson that you taught me that I want to say thank you for is, you taught me the value of family as it relates to being a coach. And every time I've spoken with you after a loss, you've always said never bring it home. Grace and Addie, Janine, they deserve more than that. And I want to say thank you for that, because I'm a better dad, I'm a better husband because of you keeping that stuff in perspective. That's going to be around a long time longer, or a lot longer than any of this coaching stuff. And the relationship piece to me is huge. And you've helped make me realize that it's okay to be a dad first and a coach second. So I want to say thank you for that. But all in all, happy birthday, man. We love you. I wish I could be there with you. Happy 75th. Look forward to hopefully sharing many more with you. Talk to you soon, Freddie. Bye.
Hey, Freddie, happy birthday, man. Happy 75th. That's crazy. I'm sitting here in sunny Palo Alto after getting her ass kicked the first 2 games. Oops, sorry, butt kicked, but it's on your video, so I'm not going to worry about it. I said a cuss word. But miss all the times and enjoy all the times, I should say, the times we're talking on the phone, and many more. So happy birthday, enjoy the day, and you're awesome, one of the best. See ya.
So Freddie, on June 28, 2013, when I got the Brooklyn job, I got this message from you, and I've saved it ever since.
Hey man, congratulations. I really didn't know if you were worth a fuck or not, so you must be worth something.
Every time I get down, I listen to that message. And when I watch the Giants games, I get all fired up because I know Coach Fred is a loyal guy, unlike his oldest son, who teaches his son how to pick a new team every year. So loyalty is a great thing. Freddie, I wish you nothing but the best. Happy birthday to you. I'm still trying to figure out why Micah and I are such good friends, and it reminds me of an episode of Leave It to Beaver when Wally said to his dad, "Why is Eddie Haskell your friend?" And he goes, "I don't know. Geez, Dad, guys got to have a best friend." So that's who Micah is to me. But if it wasn't for Micah, I wouldn't have you, and I wouldn't have gotten to know you. And I want to wish you a happy birthday. Love you, and I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, Fred. Wanted to wish you a very happy birthday, it being your 75th. I also want to thank you for all the things that you taught me. You taught me how to be a husband. You taught me how to love my wife. You taught me how to love my kids. I can't say enough about all the things that you taught me. I wish you a very happy birthday. I love you and Sandy and the kids, always. Happy birthday, Fred.
Fred, happy birthday.
Happy 75th birthday, Fred.
Cheers to many more.
Many more.
Many more healthy years, buddy.
Enjoy your special milestone birthday.
Happy birthday again.
We love you.
Cheers. Salute.
Happy birthday, Freddie.
Say it in Italian now. In Italian now.
Italian? Freddie, buon compleanno.
Hi, Pop. Happy birthday. I like sleeping with you. I like your spaghetti. I like going in the hot tub. And I like eating donuts with you. Love you. Bye. Hi, Papa. Happy birthday. I love being with you in the hot tub and on the golf cart. I love you.
Happy birthday, Pops. I love you. My favorite thing to do with you is like go on golf cart rides, and thank you for teaching me how to hit, how to field, how to catch pop flies. And my memory is sitting in the dugout with you at IU in Arizona State. I love you.
Happy birthday, Dad. I can go on for days about all the things I love about you and our memories and things I respect about you and what I love about you and why I want to be like you when I grow up. But I know that a lot of people wanted to be a part of this video, and so time is of essence, so I'll just pick a few of my favorites. So I'll start with the thank yous. I want to thank you for all the notes and the phone calls over the years. Some made me laugh, some made me cry, some made me roll my eyes, others pissed me off, but all of them were filled with the wisdom and the honesty and the inspiration that I needed to get me out of my sometimes selfish world and bring me back to what was important and true. So thank you. And the love. I love your take on life. I love the no bullshit attitude. I love the energy you give to everything you love, your patience, your kindness and acceptance of others. And most of all, I love the realness that you bring to everything. Respect. I respect you in so many ways. But I respect your faith and I respect your ability to forgive and let go. Forgiveness is a hard thing and you're really good at it. The learnings, what have I learned from you? Oh, geez, I continue to learn from you and I learn so much from you, but I would say the most important thing I've learned from you, and all four of us have learned from you, is the importance of family. And with teaching us that, you've made our family one of the great ones. And you and Mom have made your guys' home one that we will always call home. And unfortunately, you don't see that often. Memories. Gosh, there's so many. I'll definitely steal one from my littles and say cart rides. Our cart rides through Armco Park, our Sunday mornings at Armco Park, me helping you with your time cards. Waking up for the last minute needed Christmas shopping. I loved our Christmas shopping. Our trip to Fresno State in 2001 to go watch Brady play. It was definitely something I needed at the time. And all the memories of you coaching, of course, and so many more. Finally, why do I want to be like you when I grow up? Because you make everyone a better player. Not just a better player in a sport, but a better player at life. And with that, you made this world a better place for the past 75 years. So, happy birthday. I love you so much. I love you. Happy birthday.
Fred, first of all, I'd like to say happy 75th birthday, and a couple things I'm thankful for. One, most importantly, is thanks for accepting me into your family and saying yes when I asked for your daughter's hand in marriage. Also, I want to thank you for teaching my kids how to correctly say fuck, shit, and damn it. They are pretty good at it now. A couple things I really admire about you, Fred, is one, how important family is. That's probably the most important. So, happy 71st birthday, Fred. I'll see you later. Bye.
Look at Daddy. Luca, look at Daddy. Say happy birthday, Pops. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pops. Happy birthday to you. What about, can we clap? Yay! Can you clap, Stills? Can you clap? Can you blow a kiss?
Blow a kiss.
Mwah. Mwah. No.
Lucas.
Bye.
Bye.
Say I love you. Bye. Bye. Blow a kiss.
Blow a kiss, Stella.
Ready?
Everybody clap.
Mwah. Say clap, 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 clap. Yay! Okay.
One time she doesn't cry.
Happy birthday, Fred. I just want to thank you so much for always bringing me bagels in the morning and letting me drive the golf cart. You never know, maybe I can drive in your car one day. So thank you so much for all the great memories that we've had together, and I hope that you have a great birthday. Love you.
Hi, happy birthday, Fred. I can't wait to hear all these stories. But the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of something that I had to tell you was, I don't think I've ever told you this, but one of the first few times I met you and I met Brady and I was hanging out, you called me Al. And that's what my dad calls me and my grandpa calls me, and it's just kind of, it's endearing to me. And I know it sounds so silly, but when you called me Al for the first time, I called all my girlfriends like, oh my gosh, I'm so in. Brady's dad loves me. He called me Al. Like, that's what my dad calls me. I'm so in. So I know I never told you that, and I know it's so silly, but it just, I don't know. And I just want to say thank you for opening your arms, your home to both Emma and I, and letting us join your family, your wonderful family, and being such an amazing role model for Brady. You raised such an amazing husband and father, and he got that from you, and I want to say thank you, because I can't imagine being with anyone else, and he's learned it all from you, and I just want to say thank you so much for that. Thank you for being such a great grandfather to all of our kids, and for being playful with them always. And I don't know where you get your energy. It's like you and Luca have the same amount of energy. I don't know where you get it from, but thank you so much. We love you. Happy birthday. And for your present, I'm really going to try and get Luca hitting off a tee soon. I promise. I am working on it. Happy birthday. Love you so much.
Happy birthday, Dad. I just want to say happy birthday. Love you. I won't take too long. So I'm sure this thing's probably going to be over 3 hours by the end of it. And it definitely could be a whole hell of a lot longer if we took a little bit more time and caught around. Just want to say thank you. I know I don't do that enough for you and Mom. Everything that you've done for our family is unreal. Now having a family of my own, just seeing the time and effort you guys put into it, I really feel like if I do half of what you guys did, I'd be doing a pretty damn good job. So I'm not going to take up too much time and go into stories. You know them all. And but thank you, and I love you. I'll see you soon.
Let's go back. Oh, we're rolling? Okay. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Freddie. So, I'm going to share some memories, some fun times we had. So, my first memory is when you about screamed the hell at me because I about almost drove our golf cart into the lake. Another one is when you showed us the way to the duck pond. I remember always throwing bread in the pond with you. That was really fun. And I love it when we go in the hot tubs. One memory that I had was we went into the pool and we saw that big, huge ass frog, and we all were nervous. I love making Spanish rice and meatballs with you. I love it how you teach me to hit and catch and play baseball the right way. I love coming to your ASU games in Indiana. Oh, I love that. That was so much fun. I also had some fun times with you. I love when you come out and visit us. That's the best time ever. I love the fun times we have in the hot tubs when Luca first touched bubbles. I love that. And we went to the pool, I guess. And I also love coming out and visiting you. Another fun time was, it's kind of a memory, but I love making corn on the cob with you. That was really fun, and playing in the yard. Another fun time I had was when I was really, really young and we all went to the lake. That was super fun. So, I love you, Pops. Happy birthday.
74, 75. Oh, hey, Pops. Just get my nightly routines in. Happy birthday. I love you because I remember how you used to always take me down to the creek and we used to skip rocks and build rocks in the pond to try to get to the one rock in the middle. I remember you teaching me how to swing and how to field and how to throw a ball. I remember how we always used to go fishing and how you get the pool outside in the backyard and set up a field every time I came over and I'd hit outside butt naked. I run away from grandma. I remember when we used to go feed the geese some bread and how you always let me drive the golf cart when I'm there. I remember how me and you all used to get pissed when like the Cubs would lose in the playoffs, and how you used to come to all my Michigan games and cheer me on. And then happy birthday. I love you, Pops.
Happy 75th birthday, Dad. Hope you have an amazing day. And I'm so excited to be a part of this video. I hope you've enjoyed being showered with all the love, the memories, the messages, the stories, because you're pretty incredible and you've touched so many people's lives. So I hope you enjoy every single one of these messages and it keeps you smiling for a long, long time. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for not only my family, but for me. You've always made me feel like one of your own from the very beginning. I appreciate all of the advice. I treasure all of our walks, talks, phone calls. I've learned so much from you, and I appreciate it. Thank you for being such an amazing role model, not only for Dante and Mia, but for Micah, because of what you instilled in him. Raising him, he is an amazing father, husband, friend, coach, and it's because of you and everything that he's learned from you throughout the years. Thank you for putting such an importance on the meaning of family, all of our fun trips and memories, just even coming down to Middletown, the stories that my kids, that we still talk about now, always come back to something that Pops did or said, or at Pops' house. So thank you for making all of these magical memories for me and for the kids. But I hope you have a wonderful day and just realize that you are quite the legend, that it's not only families' lives that you've changed, but everyone that you come into contact with. I love how all of Dante's friends call you Pops or Coach Fred. The dads all talk about you. I love when I hear stories of the kids that you've coached kind of come back and tell stories to my kids about when you coached them. It's truly, truly special. And you're like a celebrity, like you're my celebrity father-in-law. So I hope you have a great day today. I love you. I miss you. Thanks for being the amazing man that you are, and I can't wait to see you soon. Love you. Happy birthday, Pops.
Happy birthday, Dad. Doing my video finally after putting together these other 70 plus that we were able to grab, and believe you me, it was easy to do. Every single person that we reached out to enjoyed doing it and wanted to do it and express what you mean to them, which is quite honestly unbelievable. But obviously you know what you mean to us and what you have done for us in our lives. I'll just touch on a couple of things. The one thing I do remember for Daggone sure is that you and Mom both, you guys were always there. I think we had one babysitter that wasn't Grandma, Grandpa Nori, or Grandma, Grandpa Kelly, and that was Denise. She was there one time. Denier and I ate all their cherry balls. We thought that's the reason she didn't come back, but we didn't care. But in all honesty, nowadays people going out all the time, leaving kids with people, and you guys were there. We were either with you at home, you took us to a game, or when we got older, our own games, or helping us get better at whatever it is that we were involved in. The other thing that I remember about you always being there, obviously coaching me in every sport, but all of us, Denier, Brady, and Emmy, we always felt that we were your favorite. We were Mom's favorite. It didn't matter, but it was because you guys gave us the time all the time. Even playing with you, obviously it was great all the way through high school, but at Indiana I can still remember at shortstop or second base, wherever I was, whether it be a Tuesday or a Friday on a home game, I'd just be looking for the white van to come up over right there in front of the church on 17th, and it helped me settle down a little bit. Obviously the notes, Denier touched upon that, and always making us to be better. I think the other thing, obviously, that you helped us with is just to compete, and in whatever we're doing, just try to be the best that we can be. And I think that's great. If it's worth doing, you always said, give it your best. And I think all of us have tried to do that, whether it be as parents ourselves, whether it be our jobs, or whatever it may be, do our best. The other thing that I remember, obviously, with you and continue to remember is just how important family is. I remember sitting on our swing set, and I think Daenerys touched on it as well, that, hey, people are going to come and go out of your lives, but your family is forever. And just like you, a lot of acquaintances, a lot of good friends, but nobody compares to family. I stay in touch with them constantly because of you. I love them all to death. And it's just funny how, much like you, if the last name's not Nori, Osterhaus, or Magnon, I really don't give a shit. But those people will always be with us because of you and what you've instilled with all of us. We'll always be close, which is great. And role model. I mean, you and Mom, you guys were a perfect role model. Not many people get to grow up and be raised by their idol, I guess would be a better term, but you were my idol. As a person, as a player. I mean, everywhere we went in Middletown, obviously, everybody talked about how great a player you were, how great a coach you were. But the other thing I remember is we'd read the clippings and we'd ask you questions, but you never talked about yourself. You never compared us to you. Obviously, you were much better than all of us, probably combined. And we all aspired to follow in your footsteps and make you proud. And each of us felt as if we did because of how you never compared us to you and never said, I would have, or this, I did this, or I did that. But the only thing you ever said was the name on your back means something. And that's true. You're still my best friend, obviously. You and Mom call you every day just to check on you. You call and check on me. Your notes and text messages never go unnoticed. They're always wanted and welcome. Even the signs you used to have hanging down in the basement or wherever. We never wanted to disappoint you. Obviously, you and Mom. And, you two are the only people that we ever wanted to please. I think that goes for all of us. And the only story I'll share with you is the one that always makes me laugh about the kid up at Sycamore, playing for Sycamore at the high school. And we asked him, long story short, asked him what the score was during a pitch and change. And I asked him where he went to school, and he said Sycamore. And then he said to me, where did you go? And I said, Middletown. And he said, so you had to play for that crazy maniac? And I said, yeah. You should try living with him. That's my dad. And of course, for a second, he felt bad. But then I sit and think about that now, and I feel bad for him, and that doesn't change because we do get to live with you. We do get to call you dad, and none of us would change it for anything. Love you. Happy birthday. Thank you for everything.
Hi, Dad. Happy birthday. From your oldest and firstborn. And I had a thought recently about it, just reflecting. And I am lucky. I had you the longest and always will. So, Emmy's 7.5 years younger, but that means I've had you 7.5 years longer. I just want to start off, the first thing that came to mind, and this is so cool that Mike is doing this, are notes in my high tops. And I mean, there's notes by the keys and things like that when we need them, but it really sticks out, and it always meant a lot. And taping my ankles and heading up to the gym at night. You're probably tired from working, but you took us up there. I don't know a lot of dads that would do that. And not missing a game or match ever. I think, though, you did, I kicked you out of one tennis match down at Verity. I think you eventually left, but you didn't like it. I'm sorry for that. Reminding us that someone else is always practicing. Especially when we didn't want to, just driving us in a good way. And I still use that today. Think about that. Nothing good happens after midnight. That is certainly true. I think I finally have gotten a grasp on that. That it's really easy to be cool and to always treat others right, And you've done that by example. and that, you know, each of us have the 5 of us. I remember you saying that to me. You have the 5 of us, whether you like it or not. And it sunk in and keeps sinking in. And thank God. And keeping it simple. You know, I mean, especially with the major things, you know, we all talk to Mom every day, probably several times a day, but and you too for the most part. But like if something major goes on, I just know you know how to handle it, and how to keep it simple, and calling us out on our bullshit, and relating growing up to whatever happened to us and does happen to us to sports. I'll carry that with me forever. I use it now. And I remember saying I didn't like Coach Lockhart, and you said, well, you're not going to like your boss one day. So that's true. But really being there. And I don't know of a time when you weren't. And you still are always there. And I want to thank you for reminding me and all of us to talk to the man upstairs and keeping God in my life, in all of our lives. And then, you know, how to treat others, and you do that. You and Mom both do. I mean, you've always treated us and treated each other with respect. And, you know, I don't know of anyone who has the relationships that we do. I really don't. But you know that. And I'm just glad to get this opportunity to tell you. And really, and this still holds true, and just letting us know when we need to talk to one another, when someone might need us, so, and to get things right. Anyway, I love you so much, and happy birthday. And also, too, for, because I could, like I said, I could go on for days, but I'm super grateful, and you've always kept it fun. Love you.
Happy birthday, Fred. I think back to 1964, Christmas break from college, and you called and invited me to go see A Shot in the Dark with Peter Sellers. I never dreamed at that time that we would have the life that we have had together. I love you to the moon and back and beyond and into infinity. I love you more than love. We have been blessed, so blessed, with 4 beautiful children and precious, precious grandchildren. I hope that you have a very happy birthday, 75 years, and I hope you have many, many more that we get to celebrate together. I love you.